welcome back to Phoenix for this Christmas Day matchup between the Houston Rockets and the Phoenix Suns. Here are the starting lineups for the Rockets in the backcourt. Vernon Maxwell averaging 15 a game, and Kenny Smith. Both are three-point threats. And up front for Houston, the incomparable Olajuwon, fifth in the NBA, both scoring and rebounding. Robert Horry, who leads the team in steals, and Otis Thorpe, third in NBA field goal percentage. And the coach of the Rockets, Rudy Tomjanovich, voted November NBA Coach of the Month. And for the defending Western Conference champions Suns in the backcourt, KJ, the top scoring point guard in the NBA, about 22 a game, and Marley, 53 pointers. That's tops in the league. In the front court, Oliver Miller getting his second start of the season. Charles Barkley, last year's MVP, with the tough rebounder AC Green. And the coach of the Suns, Paul Westphal, who took Phoenix to the NBA Finals one season ago. This is the second meeting of the year between the two, the second of four. In Houston, the Rockets won 99-95. But here in Phoenix, the Suns have taken 6 of their last 8 against the Rockets.
The one thing that Phoenix takes a little bit of heart in is that they were down 17 at the Summit. They were able to come back, have a chance to win the game, and they lost by 4. So they feel very confident coming into today, particularly after winning a game in Seattle on the three-point shot by Dan Marley in the last seconds of the game.
In a classic offense versus defense matchup, the Suns averaging 110 points a game, tops in the NBA. The Rockets allowing only 92.8, second on the NBA scoring defense list. Olajuwon against Miller. Phoenix controls the opening tap, though Olajuwon tapped it.
Olajuwon supposedly under the weather, a little bit of the flu, and we'll find out how that influences his performance. Normally, you'll see him going after every rebound, trying to block every shot.
Bad-looking shot by Dan Marley. Here's the rebound, and the quick outlet by the Rockets, who set it up on the half court. Horry being checked by Green, shoots over him, and Barkley boards the miss. KJ pulls up. Kevin Johnson, who thinks he should be a member of Green Team 2, gets the first basket of the game. Johnson has been lobbying a bit in the media for that honor. Smith from long range, he got it. Kenny Smith, as they took the ball inside and kicked it back for the open three. They say just a 2 now. Foot was on the line, so 2-2 game.
See if the Houston Rockets can take away the two-man play that they like to set up for Kevin Johnson. He has spent a lot of time just dribbling the ball, going nowhere. Right now, he's against the shot clock.
Green. Got the roll. AC Green's first 2.
The reason they were able to get that hoop against the clock, they had a switch. AC Green going against a smaller Kenny Smith. Olajuwon yet to touch the ball.
Thorpe inside, double team. Too hard off the glass. It'll go to Phoenix. They have forgotten Hakeem Olajuwon.
That's why they have a coach, though. He's going to help them remember. It won't be too many more possessions where he doesn't call a timeout and say, hey, let's get it inside.
Paul Westphal saying one of the reasons the Rockets are better, they remember the big guy this year. There's Marley coming open for the 3. His 51st tray of the season.
The Phoenix Suns are one of the best front-running teams in the NBA, and this is the type of team you don't want to let them get off to a good, hot offensive start, because they can steamroll on you regardless of how good your defense is. As you see, Westphal, last year he was a lot more laid back. He's into these games a lot earlier.
Once again, Olajuwon does not touch the ball on the offensive end. Maxwell misses, and the Suns. KJ rimmed out, and Olajuwon clears it. Here's the outlet to Maxwell, and the Rockets are running. Suns get back well on defense.
A Part of the Phoenix Suns game plan is to give Ori, Smith, Maxwell outside shots. They're giving a guy a look at that perimeter shot so that they don't drop it inside to Olajuwon. So far, it's worked.
One of their first 5 shots is Olajuwon, the defense sagging back as the Rockets unable to hit outside. Barkley draws the double team. Around the horn, KJ open, can't hit. Olajuwon has Maxwell. Great outlet pass by Hakeem Olajuwon. Maxwell converts. That's the lead to 3.
Again, they want to set up the 2-man game if they can, and that allows Kevin Johnson's penetration to turn it over.
AJ threw it away. Here's Smith for the Rockets. Ori, here's Olajuwon. Fed it inside instead of taking the shot. And it'll be Robert Ori. Oliver Miller. Evan Johnson. He's gone cold, but an offensive board by E.C. Green.
Maxwell doing a real good job of forcing Marley to move a little bit more without the ball. He wants the ball, couldn't get it.
Bad pass by Barkley. Olajuwon tipped it, and the Rockets take it. Smith finds Ori inside. Nobody was on him, but he didn't realize it. Olajuwon from 15, his first 2.
If we can say anything that has made the Houston Rockets a better basketball team, it's patience. They don't fight themselves nearly as much as they did at the start of last season.
KJ got away from Kenny Smith for an easy one. And the Suns back up by 3. Olajuwon double teamed quickly as Green comes over to help Miller. Thorpe recovers. Spin move by Hakeem, yes. 4 points for Olajuwon.
Couldn't get it on one side and quickly reestablished on the other. And once he's in a one-on-one position, you can see that Oliver Miller is going to be used, and he was right at the rim for that one.
Miller drawing Olajuwon out, or trying to. Barkley shoots over the defense. Charles Barkley notches his first basket of the game. Suns bounce back up by 3. Kenny Smith. Outside shot won't go. Green lost it to Olajuwon. Strong move to the hoop. Scooped it up and in. Olajuwon suddenly getting involved. He has 6 points. Back to a 1-point game.
See if they double up on Barkley or allow Otis Thorpe to handle that responsibility, because Barkley's looking for 3-point shooters himself. Nice pass.
And the double results in an easy hoop again for KJ. Nice pass from Barkley, and KJ 6 in the early going. Miller fronting Olajuwon and backs it away. Good defense. Green on the break. Got it. Teams continue to trade baskets. Back to a 5-point lead now for the Suns. Just under 6 minutes left in the opening quarter. Miller again bats it away. 2-on-1 Suns. Miller calls for the lob and misses. Smith takes it the other way. Maxwell against Marley. Blocked by Marley. And here come the Suns. Barkley. That's a 3.
Well, the Suns defense really gotten active on the last couple of possessions.
Maxwell answers with a tray to silence the crowd. Evan Johnson, 4 assists, 6 points so far, and his team up by 5. Barkley drives baseline on Thorpe, tried to dish it and batted away, stolen by the Rockets. Houston with a 4-on-3 break. Maxwell all the way, no good. KJ rushes the other way. Barkley, Miller, good!
They had great hands in making saves in 2-on-1 situations. And again, Maxwell was short in finishing, and the Suns are looking to push as soon as they get their hands on the ball.
Next break, fast break that time. Ori can't hold it, but Olajuwon saves. And then the dump to Thorpe, who slams it home.
Now, the Rockets are showing you that this is a team. They're willing to give up a good shot themselves for someone better. And that time it was Thorpe on the finishing end of that play.
Is the best way to attack the tough Houston defense to beat it down court?
It is. Before they can set up and allow their shot blocking, particularly with Olajuwon, to take effect. The Suns right now are playing up and they're being very aggressive. Ori deep.
And too deep on the shot.
Westphal calling for a timeout. They'll get a break.
And the Suns will take a timeout. They have never trailed. 3:51 left. 20-15 Phoenix. Shaq in the as the Suns lead. Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets by 5. Earlier today we asked Olajuwon what it would take for the Rockets to claim a championship this year.
I think self-realization. The individual realized we have to sacrifice individually for a team goal. I mean, I think that's now we know when you win, we win as a team and also lose as a team rather than playing individual basketball, because we have a lot of talent on this team, but together we're much stronger than just individuals.
Easy for him to say. He's the go-to guy, but he is right. And one of the reasons the Rockets have soared to that tremendous start is that they have recognized the talents of this man. So far in today's game, Hakeem is 3 for 3. The rest of the team only 4 of 12.
He is a fierce competitor and is relentless in his effort and his energy. So he's a guy that really believes in competing. We'll see if that picks this team up.
Kevin Johnson drives baseline, feeds it back out, and then Green can't hit. Olajuwon with the board, his 4th. Rockets try to cut into that lead. That last time out for the Suns, the first stoppage of play in this bang-bang first quarter. Olajuwon is fouled by A.C. Green or Miller on the help.
That's the danger of fronting. If Olajuwon is able to get the ball, there's no weak side help. A.C. Green gets there too late, and then Oliver Miller has to reach and get Olajuwon across the arm. So Miller, who has a tendency to pick up fouls in clusters, has gone 7 minutes without picking up one. He picks up his first. We'll see what the rest of the first quarter does for him.
That was, in fact, the first foul called in the game as Hakeem misses the first. See his numbers on the season. Missed them both. The lead remains at 5 for KJ and the Suns.
See if the Rockets get up and start pressing a little bit more at the defensive end. Nice cut by A.C. Green.
A.C. Green makes it a 7-point Phoenix lead. A.C. has 6 points in this first quarter. Thorpe at long range, and Ori 0 for 4 to start the game. Green double teaming Olajuwon, got a hand on it, but Olajuwon finds Ori for the slam.
Big extension in the first 2, and that's one area where Olajuwon has really improved. When he initially came into the league, if it was in his hands, it was going up. And you saw the feed to Ori, big 2 over the top.
Recognizing the double team and finding the open man. Marley, guarded by Maxwell, launches a 3 that's short. Offensive board by Miller. Olajuwon rejects Green. And that'll be Smith with the offensive foul as Kevin Johnson took the charge. We'll take a break. Maybe you did. Bad back and other assorted injuries, and one of the hottest topics in the NBA is his announcement earlier that he might retire. So we asked him what the chances were of Barkley returning after this season.
Well, I think the only way I could play if I had back surgery, and that would be a major decision to have back surgery to keep playing basketball. And
I don't think I want to do that. I'm not saying I won't do it, but I don't think I want to do it. Because I think if you have to have surgery to prolong your career, I just don't think that's a good idea.
Say what?
He may not. He's still making up his mind. One thing for sure is he is on a mission to try to win an NBA championship this year, and if that happens, then that might help him make the decision.
Well, this could be a preview of the Western Conference Finals for sure. Two of the best teams in the West. Seattle will have something to say about it before it's all over, and maybe other teams as well. Barkley went to the left hand, but couldn't rattle it through.
This is the guy that they're giving the shot. See him out the room. Green is giving Robert Horry.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Smith against Johnson. Inside Olajuwon. Double team can't get there, but Olajuwon misses. And an offensive foul. It'll be foul on Houston Rockets. Otis Thorpe battling Barkley for the rebound.
The last time down the floor, Charles Barkley was challenging inside, and you'll see right out of the picture comes Olajuwon to force him to change, and then the first guy back to get the rebound, Olajuwon.
So Thorpe went to the court, but still was assessed the foul as we go inside the first minute or the last minute and a half of the first quarter.
Barkley, that's the shot you want Barkley to take. He's least effective when he's shooting a turnaround jumper.
See the time left, first quarter. Olajuwon, Thorpe, and then Horry for another slam. They're giving Horry the outside shot, but on a couple of occasions he's been able to penetrate to the basket.
He knows above the rim, and he is wearing that one out. So if they let him move in that direction, he's going to throw it down.
Rockets have closed back within 3. They've never led.
Thorpe has done a very respectable job on Barkley thus far in a one-on-one situation.
E.C. Green no good. Thorpe with good position on Barkley.
The Rockets have one of the best long outlet passes to get nothing out of it in transition. They get the ball to half court, but they always end up almost in a half-court game. Horry again.
Yes, sir. From Hakeem, Horry with his third slam of the game. Lead cut to 1.
Horry knows dunk.
He does. When he played at Alabama, he was their team leader in dunks. 8-2 run by the Rockets. KJ tries to cut into it, and he does. 8 points for Johnson. And the Rockets will hold for the final shot of the quarter.
Actually, the pace of the game is now slowed down in favor of the Houston Rockets.
Smith's scoop won't go. Barkley rebounds. They can't get a shot off. So the first quarter comes to an end. Hakeem Olajuwon has been awfully tough against the Phoenix double team. He's hit 3 of 4 so far. And at the end of one quarter, the Rockets have closed within 3. It's the Suns 24. The Houston Rockets 21.
It's nice to be able to play above the rim, but what makes these dunks possible for Robert Horry is his ability to move without the ball. The Suns just part and let him celebrate.
Horry has been the chief beneficiary of 4 Hakeem Olajuwon assists in the first quarter. Off to a bad shooting start as he tried to hit outside, but as he takes it to the hoop, he's done much better, as you see. Now 3 of 7. Mark West comes into the game for the first time with the Suns, and Hakeem takes a rest after a complete first quarter. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal.
And they said he had a touch of the flu, so what would it be like if he were well? Part of the red wave is in the ball game now. Carl Herrera and Sam Cassell, and these are no-name players, but they play very well within the Rockets scheme of things.
That basket will count.
Horry delivering to Otis Thorpe. Now Thorpe traditionally has been amongst the league leaders in field goal percentage. The reason for it, he stays right in this blue paint 99% of the time, and he's going to play above the rim. Dan Marley forced to switch, can't contain it.
Marley with a foul. Thorpe, as you said, a perennial leader amongst field goal percentage, 5th in the NBA last season, and 5 straight years in the top 10 in the NBA. It's a tie game. Penetration by Kevin Johnson. It'll count, and a foul.
Sam Cassell is saying he is fault, but really it's the coach's fault because he took Olajuwon out. Because Kevin Johnson wasn't driving before this, but you can see no shot blocking in there. He fights his way through Cassell's defense, and now Kevin Johnson has a chance to come back with a 3-point play of his own.
Cassell, the rookie first-round draft choice from Florida State, picks up the foul, and KJ converts the 3. That's 11 points, top scorer in the game. Kevin Johnson of Phoenix. They lead by 3. Here's Kevin picking up the loose ball, and he'll get an easy one.
Now Sam is off to a real rough start, and let's see if he calms down.
Entry pass to Ori, guarded by Marley. Flash it back outside. They find Maxwell open for the 3. Front of the rim and an offensive board is Ori, and then Marley with a second foul.
It's Christmas, and I guess Sam is in a giving mood. He wasn't really set, and you can see he just lost his balance. Kevin Johnson looking around. Did anybody come? Well, I'll take the 2.
I think he dribbled off his foot, Sam Cassell. As he was falling down, the ball hit his foot.
Marley picked up that last foul, and he's out of the ball game. Danny Ainge quickly in.
Ori operating against Mustaf. Out of bounds and back to the Rockets. Danny Ainge.
If you're the Phoenix Suns, you've got to make Ori prove to you that he can make an outside shot. And they're way off of him right now.
Cassell just inside. Well, it was a 3-pointer. I thought he was 1 foot inside, but Sam Cassell launches a 3. And the Suns lead cut to a deuce.
That'll settle him down. There are certain players that the Phoenix Suns don't want to get in the game. Cassell is one of them. He's going to make 3-point shots like that. He certainly is going to keep them in the game and make a difference.
That earlier turnover was his first in the last 4 games. He's played 8 in a row games now. Finding a stride. Houston steal. Ori inside Herrera over Barkley. Kept alive momentarily, but then Ainge pulls it down for the Suns. Off a screen from West. Open for the shot. Mustaf, and won't go. On the floor to KJ. Lobs inside. West. Blocked by Thorpe. Maxwell. Offensive board, Thorpe. Cassell thought about the 3, didn't take it. Penetrates to Herrera.
The Rockets do a great job of banging the board. They're going to get a foul. A little subtle push underneath by Ori, but you see the Rockets are aware defensively, and they're reacting a lot better here. Mark West right at the rim. Looks like he's going to get it. Thorpe comes from the rear to knock it away.
Robert Ori with his first foul will take a timeout. 29-27.
NBC is brought to you by Pepsi, who reminds you to be young, have fun, drink Pepsi. By Nissan, it's time to expect more from a car. And by Schick Tracer, it traces every curve on your face.
Well, a lot of Santa's elves in the audience today. Best record since January the 10th of '93. The Houston Rockets 63-12 during that time, as Rudy T has convinced them to not forget the big guy and convinced them that playing defense has its rewards.
Rudy, a reluctant coach, has the right message for this team, and they have responded. And 63-12, that is just a sensational effort, kind of scary. And you take a look at Rudy, you think that's the last guy to be talking defense, because he was an offensive player. I mean, he's running around out there wanting to get his hands on the ball.
Hakeem has returned to the Rockets lineup. What about Scrooge of the season? It has to be Dan Issel and the Denver Nuggets, beating both these teams in recent games, including in Houston the other night. Oh, I thought that was a goaltend, but no call. no call. They'll give Olajuwon the block. Second block for Olajuwon. That looked like a clear goaltend. Check it out for us, Steve.
Olajuwon chases everything, and if you do this often enough, I guess you can get fooled into believing it was a block, but he was right up there and just hauled it in like it was a missed shot. It's still going up, might come down. Olajuwon
can't hit the shot. Rebounded by Marley. KJ streaking to the other end, and as he draws to the hoop, he's fouled by Ellie. Mario Ellie with the foul as once again KJ released and got the outlet pass. It results in a Rocket foul.
If I were Mario Ellie, I would have looked to see if Olajuwon was coming, because you can see how quickly he covers ground and was able to knock that shot away, and Ellie wouldn't have gotten the foul.
Kevin Johnson as a replacement for the injured Tim Hardaway is sought for Green Team 2. Kevin hoping that will be him. Still a bit miffed he wasn't on the original Green Team.
Well, Kevin is much improved over last year because he didn't have the injuries that kept him out of the season. And I think that's affected any All-Star selection, any Dream Team selection, has been his health, and he has been up and down.
He's led the Suns attack here, 15 of their 31 points. Ellie against Marley. Baseline won't go. Here's Barkley. Good head and shoulder fake, and he got the basket down. Herrera bit. It'll count.
You want Barkley shooting that jump shot in transition. You don't want to do what Herrera did, go for the fake. Barkley now has a chance for a three-point play. Matt Bullard comes in the ballgame. He is a three-point shooting specialist. All he will do is park out on the perimeter around the three-point line and look to strike a match. If he gets hot, he really opens up the middle for Olajuwon to go to work.
Oh! Barkley converts the three-point play. And with 9 minutes left in the half, it's a 7-point Phoenix lead. Charles with 8 points. Ellie lobs to Olajuwon. Backside help, doesn't matter. Olajuwon rolls it through. Give Hakeem 8 in the first half.
Again, they are electing to front, and the weak side help is not getting there quick enough.
Johnson's been hot. Oh! Olajuwon couldn't handle it, but it came to his teammate Herrera. Ellie looking inside. Hakeem triple team for a moment. Now Ainge comes to bother him, as does KJ. Shot clock to 5. Before Ellie can shoot, there's a whistle away from the ball and a foul on Phoenix.
Ellie likes the idea of having Olajuwon inside, and even against the clock, he was signaling for the big fellow to flash across the lane. Hakeem Olajuwon down on the post. Mark West makes a mistake of trying to front, and he doesn't get the weak side help, and Olajuwon makes him pay. You have got to have weak side help, or he's going to be right at the rim every time.
He misses that jump hook. Barkley has his 5th rebound. Turnaround. Charles counts. Barkley in double figures. The Suns back up by 7.
Again, trying to spread the floor. They get it into Olajuwon again. Weak side help. He doesn't come again. Barkley is the guy that's got to get over. Mark West has done his job, and he's being burned.
Two superstars with similar stats to open the game. Barkley and Olajuwon each with 10. The offensive star has been Kevin Johnson. KJ now with 17 in the first half.
Kevin Johnson has a perimeter shot working. That's when he becomes really tough to handle. And right now, he's shooting over the top, taking the ball to the hole. Bullard looking to try to get a 3.
But Ainge recovered in time to stop him. Herrera turns. Carl Herrera with his first basket. Herrera out of the University of Houston, who played a year in Madrid, Spain, right out of college. Marley for 3.
if you want to make Marley have a tougher time making three-point shots, you got to make him put it on the floor. He's terrific when he has his feet set.
He has 2 3-pointers in the first half. Olajuwon against West. Barkley the other way.
Crowd wanted to travel. Olajuwon wanted to call.
Somehow Marley scooped it through. And Marley thunderdam with his 8th point. Cassell for 3. Here comes Kevin Johnson. Cassell stride for stride. Ames straight past KJ, and Ames gets the hoop. And the Suns are shining in Phoenix.
Along with 50 other standard amenities, the Nissan Maxima GXE has a...
Hi, I'm Dan Marley of the Phoenix Suns. I'd like to wish all the fans a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
If Dan Marley is able to get this shot away because Matt Bullard's afraid of the drive, gives him too much room. And then as Marley gets the ball back against Ellie, who jumped out at him, he's able to go by and maintain his balance and get a little scoop, so he comes up with 5 big points, and it's part of the reason the crowd is on their feet here. Marley is one of those streaky offensive players. He's on the boil right now.
Suns have their biggest lead, 5:35 left in the second quarter. Olajuwon pulls up on West. Barkley with his 7th rebound. Johnson collides with Cassell, no call. Left him open for the shot, and he has been on fire. KJ with 19 points. The starting backcourt of the Rockets has only 7.
Cassell has come in, and Kevin Johnson has got 11 points in the quarter. The last time down, he was trying to draw the foul and got nothing. The Rockets cold from three-point land and get a foul against Olajuwon.
Cassell can't hit the open 3, and on the rebound, Barkley is fouled by Hakeem. First foul on Olajuwon. One in the penalty for Charles Barkley at the Phoenix free throw line. 4:57 left, second quarter.
The penalty for 2 shots.
The Rockets have supreme confidence in their game and their game plan, and they'll play it throughout. And that's why they continue to shoot the three-point ball, even though it's led to fast break points for the Phoenix Suns. They have a lot of confidence that they can come back. The streaks that they have had, the 15-0 start, where they have been down, as they are down now, have made them believe that under any circumstance they can still find a way to prevail.
Barkley 1 of 2. Paul Westfall's game plan, though, working to perfection. Double team the big guy. They haven't been able to hit the open shots and get out on the break in a hurry. Phoenix on a 10-0 run at the moment. Blocking call on the Suns' Kevin Johnson. First foul on KJ.
Kevin Johnson is first.
And the Suns over the limit. Vernon Maxwell, Mad Max, out of the University of Florida, will see at the free throw line.
Maxwell is a very explosive scorer, and you underline the word score because he'll go stretches of the game and not draw iron, and then suddenly find the range and the rhythm and make 8-9 shots in a row and be the difference in Houston coming back and sometimes winning. Against San Antonio, he was the guy that came up with the big points down the stretch, the big three-point field goal and the game-winning field goal when they were down by 5 with about 25 seconds to go.
That game he played the entire 48 minutes at 35 total points. KJ can't finish that one. He'll step to the line.
That is number 34, Hakeem Olajuwon. His
The crowd reacting to Charles Barkley with a little antics of stuffs as Olajuwon picks up number 2.
I got to get this thing out of my mouth so I can say something to the officials. Now, look, you know, that was a no-touch deal.
Kevin Johnson has completely outclassed the starting backcourt of the Rockets so far in the game. Missed that free throw, but he's had a superb first half. 19 points and 5 assists to 9 points and 0 assists for the Rockets.
Kevin Johnson had a real tough game against the Sonics, and I know he wanted to come out here and really establish himself in this ball game. He's done it big time. He's got 20 in this one, 12 in the quarter.
Again, they concede the shot to Ori. Doesn't take it this time. Feeds it back out to Smith, who will. Three-point shot, no good. Barkley out-positioned on the defensive board. Whistled for his first foul.
Charles Barkley is one of the best rebounders in the league, but he doesn't put a body on Otis Thorpe. That's the reason that Thorpe is able to get inside.
Otis Thorpe having what his coach Rudy Tomjanovich thinks is an all-star campaign so far. He was an all-star in '92, averaging 14 points, 9 rebounds a game, and shooting 61% of his field goals. That's third in the league. He's had trouble at the free throw line, though, chiefly because his hands are so large they wrap halfway around the ball.
Ori kept it alive, but it goes off Olajuwon. Now, you know, the real reason is it's 16 feet away. No matter how big his hands are, if he stays at 1 or 2 feet, he's going to shoot a high percentage.
Those big hands are great for the drives and controlling the ball and moves to the hoop, but maybe not quite so good for free throw shooting. That's his story, and he's sticking to it anyway.
How good.
Maxwell. Oh, high arching shot. Vernon Maxwell.
That's the kind of shot that can get Maxwell started on a roll that can bring Houston back.
But they got to stop KJ if they're going to come back. He has been unstoppable. 22 points for Kevin Johnson.
What the Rockets have to know is that the Phoenix Suns will let them back in the game. Maxwell thought he got fouled on that shot.
Maxwell with a look at FT Rush, didn't get the call.
You can see Maxwell in the previous effort baseline falling away.
And in all the discussion, Oliver Miller whips it down court to Danny Ainge, who's fouled by Otis Thorpe. Thorpe's second personal.
Olajuwon calls them all together and says, okay, fellas, it's time, 3:30. We got to make a stand here and begin to get back in the ball game. He looks at the scoreboard. He's very concerned that right now the game is slipping away and wants to change the tide of things, particularly in getting back to the defensive end. They have been beat in transition several times, which have produced either fouls or easy scores.
Ainge ready for his second free throw. He had a big game in the first meeting in a losing cause at Houston. 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Three and a half left. First half of play from America West in Phoenix. 53-37 Suns.
Suns showed a little bit of a trap.
Hakeem all of a sudden has gone cold. Only 2 of his last 7. Ball away. Still cold. Miller on the break. Barkley.
Huge effort by Barkley. You can see that with every offensive basket that the Phoenix Suns make, their defense gets more aggressive, and they're trying to force the Houston Rockets to quick shoot the ball. Maxwell misses.
Maxwell took the bait, shot quickly and couldn't hit, and Barkley wades in to get the ball. That's 9 rebounds for Charles Barkley. They lead him for the 3. Bodies on the court. Phoenix foul.
In the penalty, loose ball foul number 22.
Phoenix Suns on a roll with Sir Charles.
Time.
Promote goodwill in Africa. We'll also take a look at the rest of our busy Christmas Day lineup as we check in on the Oilers and 49ers, the game that follows this basketball contest. We'll do that in just a few minutes, but right now let's send it back to America West Arena as we rejoin Tom and Steve.
All right, Hannah, we'll look forward to hearing from you at halftime, and this is a great Christmas Day on NBC. NFL Live will have the story of the Crescent Moon Foundation, the organization Warren Moon founded in '89 to help raise money for Houston area charities. That's part of the NFL Live show. And then, of course, to Candlestick. I did the Houston Oilers win over the Pittsburgh Steelers at Three Rivers last week. They look like a dominant team. This could be a Super Bowl preview as Moon and the Oilers take on the very tough young and 49er-led contingent at Candlestick. And then, do you think Shaq is ready for prime time? He'll face Scottie Pippen and the Hot Bulls in the final event of our Christmas Day package from NBC Sports.
A couple of teams with streaks on the package. The Bulls trying to get 9 in a row, and the Houston Oilers trying to get 10. And when you're winning, confidence grows, and it'll be a very interesting football game because the 49ers got a terrific passing offense.
There's the shooting this quarter as the Rockets under 30%, while Phoenix almost 70%. Maxwell hits 2 free throws, and the Rockets have only 1 turnover this quarter, so the lead has come by good board work. They've outboarded. The Suns have the Rockets 11-5 and getting out on the break.
Maxwell inviting Kevin Johnson, who's been strong from the outside, to shoot that jumper, and they get the miss.
Rare first half miss by KJ.
See, trying to trap Robert Horry with the ball.
Just over 2 minutes left in the first half. It's been a highlight for Phoenix, especially in the last 6 or 7 minutes. Maxwell's three-pointer to Miller. Got rid of it back to Barkley. Charles pulls up and scores.
The Suns are looking to score in transition. They don't want to let the Rockets defense get set and let them turn things into Olajuwon, and in between, they're trying to trap and force the pace of the game near steal.
Out of bounds, it'll go back to Houston. Roland Fine with the call. He's joined by Ron Garrettson and Ed T. Rush calling the game today.
You can see that it is Oliver Miller in the passing lane. They almost get the ball. AC Green tipped it out and then walked over and tried to work his way for a call. Didn't get it.
1:37 left, first half.
Horry's got to take that shot. He's got to move in a little bit closer and make it. Otherwise, AC Green has really become an effective defensive player.
Off down and shot by Maxwell as the 24 clock was running down. And on the break again, Ainge to KJ for the layup. 24 first half points for KJ. And this game in danger of becoming a rout.
Every time Horry gets in a close scoring position, he passes up that shot. He's trying to dunk that and lost control of the ball.
Barkley has KJ. He lays it in.
18 in the quarter for Kevin Johnson, and they have exploded.
Horry kicks it back out. Shot clock to 5. Bad pass. Thorpe saved it. Got a shot away. Here's Miller. And now they'll hold up. About a 3-second differential between the 24 and the game clock.
And the Suns showing their explosiveness and their ability to steamroll a team. They got the crowd on their feet.
That's a 3, no good by KJ. Followed by AC Green, no good. And Miller, just before the buzzer, can't get it down. Kevin Johnson, 26 points and 5 assists as the Suns wish the Rockets a Merry Christmas with a blistering first half of play. At the end of the first half from Phoenix, the Suns 61, the Rockets 39.